If you're trying to figure out which Go High Level services to sell, but you're overwhelmed by how much the platform can do, you're not alone. And this is exactly why most new agencies stall out. Go High Level can do hundreds of things: websites, funnels, email campaigns, SMS, calendars, workflow, AI agents, memberships, the list just goes on. And if you try and sell all of it, you end up confusing prospects, underpricing your work, and burning out before building any kind of momentum. The agencies that actually grow don't start by selling everything. They start with one or two foot in the door offers that are easy to sell, easy to deliver, and lead to bigger retainers down the road. In this video, I'm going to show you the 4 easiest Go High Level services to sell. Whether you're brand new, building on the side with a full-time job, or you're a web designer who wants to add more revenue and more value to your existing clients. For each one, I'll cover pricing, how to find prospects, and how to actually go about pitching it. By the way, if you're new here, I'm Anthony Petit, the founder of FuseMate. I've been using GoHighLevel for over 6 years, generating multiple 7 figures online, helping agencies, consultants, and service providers set up their business growth systems on high level. Every week, I send a builder's brief, a free 3-minute read with what's actually working from the trenches. Grab it in the link in the description below. Now, before we get into the 4 services, there's one concept we need to understand first. A good foot in the door service meets 3 criteria. 1, it's easy to sell, meaning the buyer already knows they have the problem. 2, it's easy to deliver, meaning Go High Level has built-in tools that can handle most of the work. And 3, it leads to bigger work, meaning once you're inside the client's business and you've shown value, the upsell conversation happens much more naturally. Now, there's one distinction that's critical when you're starting out. Some services are referred to as more activity-based, and some are more results-based. Results-based means the client judges you on outcomes, like getting more leads, rankings, and conversions. If results don't show up, you're going to hear about it. And this is fine for those with more experience who can set the right expectations. Now, activity-based means you get paid for doing the work itself, building a website, posting social content, or getting more review requests. You deliver the activity, get paid. And there's still a positive outcome tied to growth that improves your client's position from when they first started working with you, up until, say, 6 months from now, especially if they've done nothing themselves to improve their own marketing before starting to work with you. So when you're getting started, activity-based services are generally going to be easy to sell and deliver, providing you speak to the positive outcome for your client, you deliver what you promised, and you build trust, and then you get the right to earn to offer more aggressive results-based work later if you choose to. So let's dive into the 4 services. The first service is website builds. Every business needs a website, and a shocking number of local businesses either don't have one or have one that looks like it was built in the early 2000s. This is an activity-based service, so with the goal for improving the positioning, presentation, and even improved lead capture. You build it, deliver it, and you get paid. And the website works 24/7, and you get a website up and running in a day on high level. Inside high level, you can have hundreds of templates organized by industry. Pick a template, customize it with the client's branding and content, and you're live. You can also use the AI website builder as a second option to generate a full site structure. And because every site you build in GHL can easily be connected to the CRM, the calendar, and forms, you're not just building a static brochure website or duct taping all these pieces together. You're building a real foundation for a website that actually works. Pricing can be around $97 to $197 a month for hosting and maintenance, doing any little edits to the website. When you're getting started with your first few clients, include the setup in the monthly price to lower the barrier of getting that relationship. So how do you find these website clients? Google businesses in your area as a starting point. Look for outdated sites or businesses with no website at all. Check their Google business profile. You'll find plenty on there that don't even have a website linked up. Now here's the move. Build a sample website using GHL with their business name, logo, colors, and services before you even reach out. Send them a link and say something like, I noticed you don't have a website. I put this one together for you. And if you like it, I can have one live on your domain this week. What do you say? They're not evaluating a long proposal at this point. They're looking at a finished product, and that changes the entire dynamic. I'll do a separate deep dive video on how to set up an AI built website in GHL correctly, including SEO structure, conversion design, while being faster to set up and avoiding all the pitfalls that so many others are experiencing right now and having to redo everything. The second service is social media management, and this might be the safest starting point if you're brand new. It's pure activity-based service. You're not promising leads, you're not promising conversions. You're promising that their business looks active and professional online. Every business owner already knows they should be posting consistently. You don't have to convince them of it. They just don't. They're too busy. That's why they don't. And when a potential customer checks their page and sees the last post was like 3 months ago, they can potentially lose trust instantly. So this hurts their brand and their ability to continue that conversation. So consistent posting solves that problem. It's not about going viral. It's about looking alive and in business. GoHighLevel Social Planner connects to Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, the Google Business Profile, and much more. You can generate AI-powered posts directly inside the platform, schedule them out, and manage multiple clients from one dashboard. The delivery is fast, and the tools do the heavy lifting for you. Again, you can price this around $199 to $299 per month for 2 to 3 platforms. If you want to scale up to 4 platforms, you can just charge, say, $499 per month to manage all those platforms and increase the frequency that you might be posting every day. So to find prospects, check local social pages, local businesses near you that you already interact with. If it's been more than 60 days since their last post, they're a prospect. Reach out and say something like, I know you're really busy and it's hard to stay on top of this, even though it's important to maintain visibility, but I'd like to give you 10 days of free social posts. No commitment, no catch, and if you like it, maybe we can talk about a plan. And at the end of the 10 days, don't ask if they want to continue, just ask which plan works best to keep things moving forward. This works because you're already proven you can deliver and you're reliable. And stopping means that the page goes dead again, and nobody wants that. The third service is review management, a simpler service to sell to local businesses because every business owner already knows reviews matter. Ask any dentist or a contractor or a restaurant owner how their Google reviews are, and you may hit a nerve. They either don't have enough or they've got negative ones sitting at the top, hurting their reputation. And reviews directly impact Google rankings and local search visibility. So this isn't just about looking good. It affects how many customers find them in the first place. GoHighLevel's reputation section lets you build automated review request campaigns and have them run on autopilot. When a customer finishes a job or pays an invoice, the system automatically sends an email or SMS asking for a review. Unhappy customers can submit a private feedback form, so your client can learn and improve their service using that feedback. You set it up once, and it runs forever. The initial setup generally ranges between $500 and $1,000, and then you can charge $99 to $199 a month to manage it. That includes building the system, uploading their existing customer list, and running a reactivation campaign. You'll want to verify any emails you do upload for that reactivation campaign using GoHighLevel's built-in verification. It's about $2.50 for every 1,000 contact records that you upload. And around about 100 or so existing customers that they have in their database is going to start to pull some early customer reviews from that campaign. And the client's going to obviously really value that. To find prospects, search Google Maps for businesses in your area. Compare review counts against competitors. If a dentist has 12 reviews and the guy next door has 80 reviews, that's your prospect. Run a quick comparison and show them exactly where they stand. Then position it with zero risk. Something like, if you have no additional reviews after 90 days, we can just end it there and say it was worth trying. No harm done, no long-term commitment. That removes every objection. So I'd call these last 3 services more of the bread and butter variety of foot in the door services to offer. The fourth service rides the rising tidal wave that is AI, an AI voice receptionist. This is newer and it can be higher ticket, and most businesses have never been pitched on it. Remember, these local businesses like Joe the Plumber aren't spending hours on YouTube learning this stuff. That's exactly why it works. Every service business has the same problem. Calls come in during lunch or after hours, or when the team is tied up with another customer and the call goes to voicemail. And these days, almost nobody leaves a voicemail. They just call onto the next business on the list. Studies show that 62% of calls to small businesses go unanswered. That's not a minor leak, that's a broken pipe. And here's the bigger picture. Every business right now is wondering how to incorporate AI into their operations. An AI voice receptionist is the perfect entry point. It solves an immediate, tangible problem while introducing them to what AI can do for their business. GoHighLevel's built-in voice AI lets you create an AI receptionist that answers calls in a natural-sounding voice, asking qualifying questions, and books appointment directly on the online calendar. You can even get the whole thing set up in just a matter of hours. To find prospects, call local service businesses. If the call goes to voicemail, they're your prospect. Screen record the experience and send them a short message, something like, I called your business at 6 p.m. last night and it went straight to voicemail. I work with businesses like yours to make sure every call gets answered, even after hours. Is it worth a 10-minute call to show you what this looks like? You're not selling the product, you're just showing them money that they're already losing. So those are the 4 easiest GoHighLevel services to sell. Pick the one that feels most natural to you. If you're more technical, start with websites. If you want the safest entry point, start with social media. If you're great with people, start with reviews. And if you want to stand out immediately, lead with AI voice. And if the whole idea of AI sounds scary to your prospects, no problem. Just revert to one of the other 3 service offers we covered in this video. Simple. The important thing here is you want to start with one, deliver it well, and build from there. If you want to see exactly how to build a complete client website, start to finish, I break down step by step in this video right here. And if you want to fast track getting your first client in the next 45 days, join me inside the Catalyst Club. You get plug and play templates for all of these services, sales mentoring, and real live implementation help for every one of these services from me and the rest of the tech team who are inside the community every day. And if you don't have GoHighLevel yet, you can join me in the Catalyst Club for free when using the free trial link down below in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.